You wake up before the sun, as you often do now. The house is quiet, too quiet. The covers slip off your legs, and you swing them over the edge of the bed. But they feel heavier than they used to, stiffer. You stand slowly, and for a moment, the room tilts just slightly. It passes. It always does. Still, you notice. There was a time when mornings felt full of momentum, when your body rose to meet the day without protest, when walking across the room didn't require calculation or care. But now each step is more deliberate, each movement more measured. And sometimes, when no one's around, you pause. You look at your hands, your arms, your legs. You wonder, when did I start losing strength? How much more will I lose? And perhaps most deeply of all, can I get it back? Maybe you've seen friends your age grow frailer, one fall away from a hospital bed. Or maybe you've noticed your own frame thinning, your muscles softening, your balance wavering. But here's the quiet truth. This isn't just aging. Some of what you're feeling isn't inevitable. There are hidden forces even within your daily habits, working against your strength. And they may be as simple as the vitamins you take. Yes, vitamins. Today we'll explore 4 common vitamins that, while often well-intentioned, could actually be silently eroding your muscle mass. But this isn't a tale of decline. This is your invitation to reclaim what matters: strength, dignity, independence, and the profound ease of a body that supports the life you still want to live. Because change isn't only possible, it's beautiful, and it begins now. Let's talk about something we often overlook, not out of neglect, but out of trust. Vitamins, little capsules or tablets you've likely been taking for years. Maybe your doctor recommended them. Maybe you saw an ad or read an article that said, "This one's good for bones," or "That one helps with energy." So you added them to your routine. A few pills in the morning, maybe another at night. It felt like the right thing to do. But what if I told you some of those very vitamins could be quietly breaking down the muscle that helps you move, balance, lift, and live? Now, before worry sets in, take a breath. This isn't about fear. This is about clarity and about hope. Because the truth is, after age 60, maintaining muscle mass isn't just about looking fit. It's about holding on to your independence. It's the difference between walking confidently and needing support, between picking up your grandchild or watching from the sidelines, between living life fully and shrinking into a smaller world. Muscle is more than tissue. It's energy, stability, and dignity. And without realizing it, millions of seniors are losing it faster than they should. Not just from inactivity, but from what they're putting in their bodies. This matters deeply because once muscle starts to go, it becomes harder to get it back. And when you lose muscle, you lose momentum in your health, your freedom, and your sense of self. But here's the good news. You can stop that slide. Not with fads, not with endless workouts, but by understanding what your body truly needs and what it doesn't. In this video, we'll walk through 4 common vitamins that, for people over 60, can do more harm than good. We'll talk about why and what to do instead. And most importantly, we'll do it together. No scare tactics, no pressure, just honest guidance and a steady path forward. Because you deserve more than just surviving the years ahead. You deserve to thrive, strong, capable, and fully present in the life you still have to live. We often accept certain changes as just part of getting older. A little more fatigue in the afternoon? Must be age. Muscles not bouncing back like they used to? Probably just the years catching up. Feeling weaker, more fragile, slower on your feet? Well, that's just how it goes, right? But what if it isn't? What if some of the things we chalk up to aging are actually choices we can influence? Not by turning back the clock, but by learning how to work with our bodies. not against them. Let me tell you a story. A man named George, 74 years old, widower, lives in a quiet little town in Oregon. Keeps to himself mostly. Reads the newspaper front to back every morning. A while ago, he noticed he was struggling more just to stand up from his favorite recliner. Walking to the mailbox took effort. He assumed it was just age, so he started taking more supplements, more vitamins, to try and boost himself. But the more he added, the more tired and achy he felt. Until his daughter, a nurse, asked to take a look at what he was taking. What she found shocked her. It wasn't that George was missing something. It was that he was overloading, and some of the very vitamins he thought were helping were actually working against him, weakening his muscles, slowing his recovery, even interfering with how his body absorbed real nutrients from food. It wasn't age, it was chemistry. Now George didn't throw everything away, but with a few small targeted changes, he began to feel stronger. Not overnight, but steadily. Like his body was finally exhaling after years of silent struggle. What if your story could shift that way too? What if some of the weakness you feel isn't your fault, or even your fate, but a side effect of things you've been told were good for you? That's what we're exploring today. Let's begin this journey by looking at the first of 4 vitamins that, for people over 60, may be quietly destroying your muscle mass. And once you see it, you can change it. That's the power of understanding your body. And it starts now. Let's start with a vitamin you've probably heard praised for decades. Vitamin A. It's in your multivitamin. It's in liver, dairy, and brightly colored vegetables. It's important for your eyes, your immune system, even your skin. But here's the truth that rarely gets talked about. After a certain age, too much vitamin A can quietly start breaking down your muscles. Your body isn't like it was at 40 or even 60. After 70, your liver processes nutrients differently. Your kidneys work a bit harder. And excess vitamin A doesn't just float away. It builds up. It stores in fat and the liver, and in high levels, it becomes toxic. Now, this isn't about carrots or sweet potatoes. Those are rich in beta-carotene, a safe form of vitamin A your body converts as needed. The danger lies in the preformed vitamin A found in many supplements, especially when taken daily over years. Excess levels can cause muscle weakness, joint pain, and even loss of coordination, symptoms many seniors mistake for aging, but they may actually be side effects. Let me share a story. Marie, 76, was a retired teacher who loved gardening. She started feeling shaky on her legs, weak in her thighs, unstable when kneeling down. Her doctor initially blamed arthritis, but a nutritionist found her vitamin A levels were off the charts from a daily multivitamin and a separate skin health capsule. Once she adjusted her routine and gave her body time to recalibrate, her strength slowly returned. She was back in her garden by spring. Have you ever felt like this? A little unsteady? Legs that don't hold you the way they used to? It might not be just age. It might be something you can change, because your body is like a house. It creaks more as it ages, yes, but it still needs careful maintenance, and sometimes that means removing what's doing silent harm. Let's move on to the next hidden culprit. You've probably heard that vitamin E is good for your heart, your skin, maybe even your memory. And in small amounts, it is. But here's what most people don't realize. Too much vitamin E can interfere with muscle strength, especially in people over 60. This is one of those nutrients that sounds harmless. It's sold in high-potency capsules. It's marketed as an antioxidant miracle. But when it comes to your aging body, more isn't always better. In fact, excess vitamin E, particularly in synthetic form, can act like a wrench in the gears of your muscle function. It can disrupt how your muscles communicate with your nerves. It may even interfere with vitamin K, which plays a vital role in bone and muscle health. What does that look like in real life? Let's talk about Frank. He's 81, a former firefighter, proud of his strength even in retirement. A few years ago, he noticed something was off. His legs didn't hold him the way they used to. He was tripping more. His hands trembled slightly when carrying things. His doctor ruled out Parkinson's and other serious issues, but something still wasn't right. It turned out Frank was taking a high-dose vitamin E supplement every day, 800 IU, more than 5 times the recommended amount for seniors. Why? Because he read it was good for the heart. When he reduced the dosage with his doctor's help, the shaking eased. His balance improved. It wasn't magic, it was biology. His body had been overloaded. Once it returned to balance, so did he. Have you noticed how your body responds when you feel truly at peace? Not just emotionally, but physically. When your body isn't fighting something in the background, when it feels clear and strong? Sometimes peace comes not from adding more, but from taking away the hidden things that wear you down. Let's keep going, because this next vitamin might be the most surprising of all. Vitamin C has long been hailed as the go-to for immunity, especially in winter. You've probably taken it at the first sign of a sniffle, or maybe you have a fizzy tablet every morning, just in case. It's water-soluble, so it must be harmless, right? But here's something many don't know. In high doses, vitamin C can actually hinder your body's ability to maintain muscle, especially as you age. How? When you take large amounts, like 1,000 milligrams or more a day, it can increase the level of oxidative stress in your muscles during physical activity. Ironically, the very thing it's supposed to help. It can also interfere with your body's natural repair processes, especially if your kidneys are under pressure from age-related changes. For someone over 60, more isn't always better. Sometimes more is just more stress. But don't worry. This is a chance to do something better, not perfect. So what's a healthier, more balanced approach? It's simpler than you think. Instead of loading up on pills, try weaving small doses of natural vitamin C into your daily meals. Citrus, berries, bell peppers. Just a few slices of orange with breakfast. A small bowl of strawberries after dinner. These whole foods give your body exactly what it needs in the right form and with fiber and hydration to help it absorb gently. Think of it like tuning a piano. The goal isn't to blast it with more volume, it's to bring it into harmony. Your body works the same way. Have you noticed how even the smallest changes, a stretch in the morning, a glass of water before bed, can make you feel more steady? More yourself? What's one small change you could try this week? Maybe swapping that megadose tablet for a handful of fresh fruit? Maybe just looking at your supplement labels with new eyes. Your body knows how to heal. Sometimes it just needs a little less noise to do it. Now let's move into the final and perhaps most unexpected vitamin on our list. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin. And rightly so. It supports bones, mood, and immunity. Especially as we age, we're told to take more of it. And yes, many seniors are deficient. But what happens when good intentions turn into too much? You might be surprised to learn that high doses of vitamin D, especially over time, can lead to muscle weakness, calcium imbalances, and even kidney stress. And these issues don't come with flashing warning signs. They arrive slowly. Fatigue, stiffness, a deep inner tiredness that doesn't go away with rest. You might feel like your spark is fading, but maybe it's just that your body is overloaded. There's more to health than numbers on a bottle. There's rhythm, there's balance, and there's something deeper too. Let me tell you about Lena. She's 79, a retired nurse who lost her husband 4 years ago. After his passing, she clung to routine. Pills in the morning, a walk when she could manage, silence in the afternoons. She took high-dose vitamin D every day, hoping it would keep her bones strong. But she felt herself shrinking. Emotionally and physically, her legs ached, her energy dipped, life felt smaller. One day, at her daughter's insistence, she joined a small Tai Chi class at the park. No pressure, just movement, fresh air, and gentle connection. That one change? It rippled through everything. Her instructor recommended a blood test. Turns out, her vitamin D levels were far too high. They lowered her dose, replaced some pills with natural sun exposure, and she slowly began to feel alive again. Not just physically, but emotionally. Because health isn't just what you swallow. It's how you live, how you connect, how you feel. Lena found her strength not in more supplements, but in less isolation, more light, and a little bit of trust in her body again. What do you want the next chapter of your life to feel like? Because no matter your age, you still get to write it. Let's talk about how to begin. So, here we are. We've walked together through 4 vitamins, each with a reputation for helping, yet each capable of quietly harming your body when used without care. Not because you did anything wrong, but because aging, like life, is complex. And the rules, they change. But the beautiful truth? Your body still listens. Even now, it hears every small kindness you offer, every adjustment, every breath of awareness. Maybe you've felt tired lately, muscles a little softer, movements slower, balance uncertain. And maybe you've wondered, is this just how it goes? Let me say this clearly. You are not too old. You're not done yet. That strength you miss, that spark, that lightness in your step, it's not gone, it's waiting. Waiting for you to clear the noise, to choose gently, to reconnect with what your body truly needs. You've made it this far in the video, and that means something. It means you still care. You're still showing up for yourself, curious and open-hearted. And that matters more than any vitamin ever could. Because aging isn't about fading. It's about becoming. Becoming wiser, quieter, stronger in new ways. Yes, it takes courage. Yes, it takes time. But you are not alone. And the path forward doesn't require leaps, just steps. One mindful decision, one label checked, one walk taken in the sunlight instead of another pill swallowed in the dark. So, what now? Maybe you revisit your supplements with fresh eyes. Maybe you share what you've learned with someone you love. Or maybe you simply sit for a moment, hand on heart, and say, I'm still here, I'm still learning, and I still matter. This is your time, not to be perfect, not to reverse time, but to move forward with grace. Start now, even if it's slow, because every small step is still yours, and your story isn't over. Not yet. Call to action. Reflection. As we come to the end of this video, I want to ask you one simple question. What was one thing that made you think differently today? Maybe you hadn't realized how certain vitamins could be affecting your muscles. Or maybe it sparked a new curiosity about your health. Whatever it is, I want you to hold on to that moment, because that is the beginning of change, the beginning of understanding that your body, your health, and your future are within your hands. So, as you step into tomorrow, I invite you to reflect on this. What small change will you try starting tomorrow morning? Will it be checking the labels on your supplements? Taking a brisk walk in the sunlight instead of reaching for that extra pill? Or perhaps even just becoming more aware of how your body responds to the little shifts you make. Whatever it is, I hope you can feel the quiet strength growing within you as you decide today to care for your body in a way that honors the wisdom of your years. Remember, this community is here for you. You're not alone on this journey. If you found value in today's video, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What changes have you made in your own life? What's been your secret to feeling strong, alive, and vital as you age? We learn from each other, and your story might just be the one someone else needs to hear today. And if this message resonated with you, please consider subscribing. We're walking this path together, each step at a time, supporting, sharing, and growing. Take your time, take a breath, and know that this, right now, is part of your journey to strength and vitality. You're doing more than you realize. Thank you for being here. I'm proud of you for taking this time for yourself. Now, let's keep moving forward, together.